So to start off with the head of the snake, with the head of the Lynx, Nafisa Collier, we need her to get in the lab with Dirk. That's what her game reminds me of. It hit me, and I'm just like, that's who it is. You got to get her a pager. You already got her a jet in Seawheel, the Birkin bag. You got to get her a Michael Finley, or you got her a JJ Barea already. But not that you have to match up with that team. I'm just kind of being funny, but like, we got to get in that type of bag. I think that fits her game very well. I think she still has to take more shots. We can't have times where K Mac and C Will are shooting more than her. At the end of the day, she is the MVP. Those guys are not. I see Courtney Williams as probably going to get a little bit better as a point guard as her first year, but she still seems like, to me, a two guard. And while she may be developing into a point guard, I just think she might be better suited coming off the bench and giving us that punch. Because I notice a lot of the times through the season, once everybody goes to sit down, it was kind of like a lack of scoring. And that could be solved by giving Pilly more minutes and not giving Maisha that many minutes. I think Dorka needs more minutes because that gives us more size, and she is a plus shooter. I think that Zandolcini, like I've been saying before, she has something in her movement that just tells me she needs to work with the right person and she's going to look really good. I don't know what it is. She may never get it or whatever, but just like when I'm watching the guys or when I'm watching ladies, as far as like scouting or whatever from a couch, but like it's just something about her movement that has piqued my interest, and I can't figure it out. Natisha is quick. She's got handle, but we need to tighten the handle up, but we also need her to be more confident in her shot. Same thing with BC. I need them to be able to shoot. It seems like those two shrunk, and while the stats may not show it, watching the games did. It was coming to the point where it's just like, there was hesitation, whereas during the season, it was just, let's go. But during these playoffs, as we got closer to the finals, it was like, and then you lost your moment, and now you got to pass. I can't say anything about Alana Smith. She's a trooper. She held it down. She did what she needs to do. I loved her. I got nothing for her. Kayla McBride, she did well. She at least stayed what she did in the regular season in the off or regular season in the playoffs. Courtney Williams was a playoff riser, but at times she was forcing it. But I get it because nobody else was scoring. Everybody was passive. Nobody could get away. So what that showed me is that one, Courtney Williams isn't so much of a creator for herself, or at least it doesn't seem like it, because she has to do a lot and exasperate her and exhaust herself to get to those points. She has to do way too much. So we either need a true point guard in there, or not even a point guard, but just a true facilitator. It could be at any position for them to get them set up. You know, you could think about like all the players in the NBA where you can get it from the center position, the power forward position, the small forward position. We need somebody in there to set those guys up, or she's going to have to learn how to create better for herself. Other than that, there is no other creators on that team, self-creators. Nafisa is a beast, but she needs to be fed a lot of her stuff, but she can still go get her own. But to me, having watched this team for a full season, I don't see a creator like that. Again, give Peely some chances to go out there and do something. I think next year is going to be a little bit different. I hope she gets more playing time. I don't know how you shift this team around to make room for her, but I do think out of the guys that played, or ladies that played this year, I want to see Alyssa Peely, because that's who we ride or die for. I want to see her get more minutes, and I want to see Dorka get more minutes. They got to come in on that second unit. I don't know how you shape that up, but I'm sorry. The Maisha Hines Allen thing is just not for me. It's just not. But here we are. So we'll try again next time. I'll be interested to see what the offseason looks like for the team. But also we're going to see some of these ladies in Unrivaled as well, which I can't wait to see that. There's still a lot more to come for that. But yeah, for all the complaining we wanted to say about that game, you know, we missed shots. We didn't execute. There was passiveness. There was not the right aggression, and I will give Courtney Williams all of that. She was aggressive to trying to die. Alana Smith was aggressive until she was broken to pieces. I didn't see that throughout the whole team or out of the people that were playing. I don't know why we took so long to get off of Maisha, but here's to next year, and here's to a new NBA season and NCAA season.